Okay, here is the next iteration of the belt fed mechanism. Compared to the old one, what's changed? The old one had these two pawls on the outside. See on both of these, it's on the edges of the track, whatever. New one, it is a single one on the inside that's almost, it's about the same amount of contact space, about 24 millimeters wide, these teeth. I also added a track for the indexer to write on, so I don't have to push it down to index it. The shape of the pawl is also different. I also finally got elastic on in there, and the elastic isn't too strong, especially on the top one for some reason. This top one is kind of weak. The bottom one is decent. I think I could do a little bit more iteration or just go for the, what's it called, spring, because looking at it now, I think a spring could deal with this amount of motion. Yeah. In the cat, it looked like a lot more than a spring could handle, compression spring. But maybe I'll change that because the elastic is kind of not working. It needs to be super tight, and right now it's not. But yeah, so that's changed. That's pretty much the biggest change. The track and the pawls. So let's see it. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit sticky. It doesn't want to feed. The bottom tooth gets caught on the belt. There's not enough clearance when it comes through at the top. That just needs to get offset by a millimeter or two. Maybe the top as well needs to get offset by a millimeter this way. But oops. If you do it slow, it will get caught, but if you do it quick enough, it won't get caught. There, you see it didn't get caught. But let's see. Now it got caught. That didn't get caught. So let's try one more time, quickly. Kind of worked, not really. Yep, there it is. That is because it. Yeah, let's try it. Nope. Oh, well, I guess that's just the last one. But yeah. For some reason, sometimes it gets caught. I think I'm just squeezing on this, which gives the indexer too much friction, and it doesn't work. But it works pretty decently well. Just a few more small tweaks, moving it this way a little bit more. Honestly, that's mostly it. Maybe adding a stop here so the dart is always aligned, but as of right now, it seems to work pretty well. It gets almost centered, and with a pusher, I think it'll be able to just force it to be aligned. The pusher will be able to do that. The only thing is there's a decent amount of friction when you're advancing it with the belt in. but for a Springer, that'll be fine because you're pumping the thing and the friction should be just overcome by you priming it. For a flywheeler, I think I'm going to encounter similar issues with friction, though it should be better because the force is directly translating into this motion. There's no weird cam stuff happening. It should have just like a transfer bar, so it should be fine. But yeah, I think I'm gonna focus on Springer design because it seems easier to deal with the force, the friction, with just pumping it instead of making a strong enough pusher mechanism, whatever shit, like before. But that's it.